please tell me your name and tell me what happened to you. How did you get your hand injured?
My name is Barbara Fair. I actually was just coming through the green and I seen my people out here and I said, let me go and see what's going on. At the point, I guess a couple of guys were on the side. I don't know what they call themselves, neo-Nazis, whatever they were. They were on the side and then they came approaching to the park. So when they entered the park, people were surrounding them. I went up to him and I said, well, what are you here for? And he said, we're here to support. I said, support us, support America coming together as opposed to supporting hate. And he said, no, we're not here to support hate. We want to come together. So I shook his hand. The next thing I know, this cop, I can't think of his name, he comes up behind me and he touches me. I said, well, why are you touching me? He said, let's get moving. I said, I'm trying to move, but why are you touching me out of all the people out here? And I said, and of course it would take a black man, and I think that's what set him off. And next thing I know, he was twisting my arm behind my back, and then another one came up and was twisting my arm, and they kept twisting and twisting. I kept saying, I don't know why you're doing all this, because I'm not even resisting you. And I made it clear, I'm not resisting. One of them was saying, we're going to take her down to the ground. And I said, for what? I'm not even resisting you. I did absolutely nothing. There was no reason for this arrest at all, except that they targeted me.
And that, of course, got your daughter upset?
Of course, that set my daughter off because she has to continue to relive when they dragged her out of the car last year and slammed her in the ground and bruised her up for months. So she continues, when these incidents happen, she continues to suffer through the trauma of that, which, it's unfortunate because I want her to be free from that incident. But, it happened last year. She's still going to court. She hasn't gotten any justice. The police department they kind of exonerated everybody for whatever they did. So, of course, my daughter's hurt that they could do this. And then she comes up today and she sees me in the same condition, being snatched up and cuffed and everything for doing absolutely nothing.
And tell me about your wrist.
Oh, my wrist is swollen because the cuffs were on too tight, and it was hard to even maneuver. I haven't been in a paddy wagon in decades, so it was hard. It was just hard to even breathe in there. But I just kept trying to concentrate on, I got to breathe because I don't know when they're going to take me out of here. And then the next thing, one of the other officers, I think she was probably an assistant chief. I know she was high ranked. She came up to me and she asked me what happened, and then I told her, and then they said, we're going to give you a citation.
Did you get a citation?
Yes.
And what was the charge?
Resisting. Matter of fact, I asked the officer, I said, what could you possibly charge me with? And he said, interfering. That's what he said. I said, well, it's a broad term, so I guess you can, I did ask you why are you twisting my arm with all of these people out here?
Sorry. I saw the incident, and I'm sure it's on camera from other people. They didn't give her a chance to respond. They surrounded her. I saw at least 3 police officers surround her, so she had nowhere to move. They pulled her arms behind her back. She was just going, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? And they carted her off.
Did you see any resistance on her part at all?
Absolutely nothing.
And I made it clear. I wanted people to know.
It was hard for her. She couldn't have resisted. They literally had surrounded her.
Okay, well, thank you.
3 of them targeted.
Thank you.
You're right. I had no way to resist.
Do you need our names?
Talking to, we thought, a white supremacist, to the cops actually honing in on her, crowding her. It was like they were right on top of her. Next thing I look away, I look back, and they're pulling her arms. And she's saying, why are you doing this?